Welcome to Peaceful English Talk, your calm English podcast. Stay close and feel your listening and confidence grow at an easy pace.
Hello everyone, I'm Emma, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today.
And I'm Daniel, your co-host. We're so happy you've tuned in. If you've ever felt stuck translating every single word in your head before you speak English, this episode is for you.
Welcome back to Peaceful English Talk, the place where you can study English while you unwind, rest, or even while you nap. No rush, no worry, just natural practical English you can use in daily life. Yes, today we're going to talk about something powerful, how to train your brain to think directly in English. Once you do, your speaking, listening, even your writing will feel much smoother and more natural.
I know a lot of learners feel like their tongue is tied because their brain is busy switching between languages. You think first in your mother tongue, then you try to translate it into English, and by the time you're ready, the conversation has already moved on.
Exactly. And that creates stress and hesitation. But the good news is, you can retrain your mind. You can build the habit of thinking in English step by step. And when you do, you'll feel lighter, quicker, and more confident.
So let's dive in. Emma, maybe we should start by answering the big question. Why is it so important to think in English instead of translating all the time?
Great question, Daniel. When you always depend on translation, you slow yourself down. It's like carrying two heavy bags when you could just carry one. Your brain is doing double the work, first forming the sentence in your language, then trying to twist it into English.
And sometimes the translation doesn't even fit. I've heard learners say things like, I have cold instead of I am cold. In their language, it makes sense, but in English, it sounds strange.
That's why thinking in English is so powerful. It lets your brain shape sentences the way native speakers naturally do. You don't waste time searching for exact matches, you just communicate.
And it's not just about speed. It's also about confidence. When you practice thinking in English, the words come faster, and you don't freeze in the middle of a conversation.
Yes, and your listening improves too. When your thoughts are already in English, you can follow movies, songs, or everyday conversations much more easily. You recognize meaning instantly instead of stopping to decode every phrase.
Not to mention pronunciation. If you hear English in your head, you also begin to copy the natural rhythm, the sounds, the melody.
So thinking in English helps you in every skill: speaking, listening, pronunciation, even writing. But here's the catch: many learners make mistakes that hold them back.
Right. Let's talk about those mistakes for a moment, because being aware of them is the first step to fixing them.
One big mistake is relying on translation too much. Learners never give their brains a chance to create English sentences naturally.
It's like learning to ride a bike but never taking off the training wheels. At some point, you need to trust your balance.
Another mistake is obsessing over grammar rules while thinking. Some people try to check every single tense, every article, before they open their mouth.
And the result? They get stuck. Of course, grammar matters, but native speakers don't run grammar checks in their heads while speaking. They just talk. Even they make small mistakes sometimes, and that's totally fine.
Exactly. Then there's the fear factor. Many learners are so scared of making mistakes that they stop themselves from speaking at all.
But making mistakes is part of the journey. Think of kids, they don't worry about perfect grammar. They just speak, and they improve because they practice.
And finally, many people don't surround themselves with enough English. If English is only a subject in class and not part of your daily environment, your brain will naturally default to your native language.
Yes, if your whole day is full of your first language, it's hard to switch to English mode. That's why immersion, even small daily immersion, makes a huge difference.
So those are the traps: translation, grammar obsession, fear of mistakes, and lack of immersion. If you recognize yourself in any of these, don't worry, we're going to give you concrete strategies to overcome them.
Let's move into the fun part. How can you actually train your brain to think in English?
One easy way is to name the things around you in English. Look around: chair, desk, phone, book.
And you can expand. Instead of just book, you can think, I'm reading a book about history. This way, you connect English with your daily life.
Another step is to talk to yourself in English. It might feel silly at first, but it's super effective.
Yes, you can do it while cooking, while walking, while brushing your teeth. I'm making tea. The water is hot. I will drink it soon. No one is listening, so you can relax.
Exactly. And don't worry if your sentences are simple or even a little wrong. The point is to train your brain to use English naturally.
Another powerful habit is to use an English to English dictionary. Many learners still use translation dictionaries, but that keeps your brain in two languages.
If you look up excited and read feeling very happy and eager, your brain learns in English directly. You also grow your vocabulary faster this way.
And remember to start small. Don't try to think in long, complicated sentences right away. Begin with short thoughts. I'm hungry. The sun is bright. Over time, your sentences will grow longer on their own.
I also love the idea of having an inner English voice. Pretend you're having a conversation with yourself in English. What should I do first? I think I'll eat breakfast.
It's like creating a mini dialogue inside your head. This habit makes English part of your natural thought process.
And of course, surround yourself with English podcasts, videos, songs, articles. The more you hear it, the more your brain automatically starts to think in it.
Those are the strategies. But we know, just knowing them isn't enough. You need daily practice to make them a habit.
Absolutely. So here are some daily exercises you can try. For example, start and end your day in English. When you wake up, think, today is Tuesday. I will go to class. I will meet a friend. Before bed, review your day. I went shopping. I cooked dinner. I felt tired but happy.
Another challenge you can give yourself is a no translation period. For 30 minutes, promise yourself, only English thoughts, no translating.
It's tough at first, but even short sessions build stamina. Think of it like going to the gym. Your English muscles get stronger the more you practice.
You can also speak out loud to yourself every day. Describe what you're doing. I'm washing the dishes. The plate is clean. These little practices add up.
Or connect English to small daily activities when you're driving, exercising, or walking. Instead of letting your mind wander, keep it in English mode.
And finally, keep a journal in English. It doesn't have to be perfect. Write a few lines about your day or your goals. Over time, you'll see your progress in black and white.
I love that idea. When you look back at old entries, you'll realize how far you've come.
Now, let's be honest. There will be challenges. Learners often feel stuck or frustrated. So how do we handle those?
One common struggle is the automatic pull of your native language. You want to think in English, but your brain jumps back. The solution is patience. Start with single words or short phrases in English. Slowly, your brain will switch more often.
Another challenge is forgetting words. You're in the middle of a thought and suddenly you don't know the English word for something.
Instead of stopping, describe it in simple English. If you forget refrigerator, say a cold box where food is kept. This keeps you thinking in English.
And many learners lose motivation because progress feels invisible. They think, I've been practicing, but I don't feel fluent yet.
That's when you need to track progress. Record yourself speaking or write in your journal. Compare after a month, and you'll hear the improvement.
The key is patience and consistency. Thinking in English is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time.
Yes, don't let perfectionism stop you. Remember, fluency is not about being flawless, it's about communicating.
Wow, Emma, we've covered so much today. From the reasons why thinking in English matters, to mistakes to avoid, to strategies, daily practices, and overcoming challenges.
It really is a journey, but the message we want everyone to take away is simple. Start small, stay consistent, and don't fear mistakes. If you do, English thinking will become natural.
So, to all our listeners, what's one new habit you'll try today? Maybe naming objects around you? Maybe keeping a short journal? We'd love to hear your stories.
And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who's also learning English. Don't forget to follow our podcast so you never miss new tips.
Thank you for joining us on Peaceful English Talk. Keep practicing, keep thinking in English, and remember, every small step counts.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, happy learning and keep your thoughts in English.